Hi, my name is Noah, and this is how you tie the Chubby Chernobyl. So, everything you'll need to tie the Chubby Chernobyl. You'll need a number 10 dry fly hook. You can use any size you want, but I find, especially for new people, tying on number 10 is about as easy as it gets. Dansville thread, I would get about a 210 thread because you want kind of a hardy thread as far as holding the fly together. Start with the eye of the hook, work your way back. Go to about the point of the hook, maybe a little further. So now you get some flash. Get about 3 or 4 pieces of flash. On this pattern, I use rainbow, but you can use any color you want. Get the flash, bend it in half, cut it, do it again, bend it in half. You're pretty much making 9 sections and from 3 sections is essentially what you're doing. You will put half your flash halfway down the hook shank. Wrap it back toward the eye of the hook. Fold that over, then wrap it back toward the bend of the hook. What that's going to do is going to lock it down. It won't move. Go about a 1/4 inch behind the bend of the hook. Cut your flash, and you'll make a nice little tail right there. And what you'll need is you'll need some foam. This color I'm using yellow. You can use any color you want. A lot of people use tan. I've used a million different colors. You don't have to use fly fishing foam at the fly shop. You can go to Hobby Lobby or Walmart and they'll sell foam sheets. It's cheaper. I just found they don't hold up as good when it comes to tying flies, but if you just want to practice, it's good. And I've even fished with some before. It just seems a little too thick to tie quality flies with. And you'll need some rubber legs. Like I said, all these colors can be changed. You don't have to tie this color in particular. I chose this color for the video just because it's a little easier to see what all's going on. My fly box will cooperate. So you also need some EP fibers. A little bit expensive, but they last for a long time. You can tie a million flies with them. You're going to break off a piece about 3 to 4 inches long, about the thickness of a number 2 pencil. Get your scissors and cut it, and set that section to the side. And you're going to split it in half. Divide that in 2 equal sections. This will help you in the future. Now grab your foam. Do some medium. I wouldn't put tight tension on it. I would just do some little over lightweight wraps across the top of it because you don't want to cut into your foam. I will say this though, some people dub before they do this. I typically don't like to do that. Now grab your legs, bend one leg in half. Go to one side of your fly. Wrap right in the middle of the legs. You just bent in half. Pull it over. Pull one side over and leave the other side. So what that's going to do is going to create 4 legs sticking off the side of the fly. Some medium tension fly wraps, sorry. You'll have something that looks about like that. Now, grab your EP fibers, pinch it about right in the middle, do a couple loose wraps, and then tighten it up. This is just my opinion. You can use bucktail, and there's a lot of YouTube videos showing people using bucktail. If that's all you have to practice with, that's fine, but I would not recommend using bucktail because once it gets wet, it kind of gets heavy. EP fibers they're a little bit more buoyant. Secure the front edge of that EP fibers. It's kind of a pain, especially without a bodkin. If you don't know what a bodkin is, it's just a needle, essentially. A thick needle. And get your EP fibers facing backwards like that. Now grab your super glue. Lift up the front of the fly and put a dab of super glue just right underneath the foam, right where it connects to the hook. Now grab your dubbing. I like ice dubbing typically, but this is laser dub. It's good stuff. But you can use whatever your favorite kind of dubbing is. It doesn't really matter. You just want it to look buggy as possible. Just wrap wherever your threads have been, then wrap underneath the body. Pull your dubbing down. Now, try to get it out of the way of the threads. Put some more super glue down now that you got the foam where it can lay down permanently. You don't have to use super glue, but it does help keep the body from rolling over. Didn't get all the dubbing off. I need to. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Now, just repeat the same process you done from step 1. You have your legs. Some people only put one set of legs on, but I think it looks better with 2 sets. Now get your other EP fibers. Do the same exact thing. Hopefully this one will go a little easier. Hold back, make sure your legs are out of the way. You can fold those legs underneath the head of the fly if you have enough stretch. Pinch it. capture the front edge, pull it back maybe a little bit, just wrap. So now get your dubbing. Like I said, you want to make it look buggy. I mean, this is not a fly that's subtle. I mean, this isn't a Griffin's gnat. I mean, this is a big fly, so I mean, you want it to look pretty beefy. And you can make these as big or as small as you want. I know some people out west tie them bigger for salmon flies and stuff like that, but in the southeast we're fishing for brook trout and stuff like that, so this is about as big of a fly as I want to throw, and it's a great bluegill fly too. That's probably what this will be used for mainly. Whip finish, it's kind of hard to whip finish these flies, but as long as you get behind the eye of the hook, you can put some super glue on your knot, but I typically lose the fly before the knot gives way. Trim the legs and trim the head. The head you're going to trim just slightly in front of the eye of the hook. Make sure you got like a kind of a octagonal shape in the front, trim the legs in the back. So if you didn't know, what I'm doing there was I was cutting the loop you left on the legs. Let's give it a little haircut. So you want it kind of, you don't want it fluffed out to the sides because it will float weird. And you can trim that wing down. I like to leave it long, and I'll keep a pair of scissors with me while I'm fishing. If I want it smaller, I'll trim it down smaller. So you can leave your legs long. They don't typically float that great if you leave them long. So I try to find the shortest leg on my fly and match all the legs to that shortest leg. And what that does, it kind of gives it an even weight distribution for the fly to float on. And there you have it. Appreciate it, guys. Like and subscribe.